Hey guys, welcome back to Cruising with Matthew and my first video on the fantastic P&O Oceana. Today I'm going to do a ship tour, and in following videos I'm going to give you my hints and tips about this ship, as well as my personal thoughts and an inside cabin tour as well, so make sure that you're subscribed to keep up to date with my latest videos. I had a fantastic time at Oceana, so hopefully this video will get you excited for your future cruises on her, or potentially relive some fantastic memories, so I really hope that you enjoy. P&O Oceana is one of the smallest and oldest ships within the P&O fleet, although that does not mean that she is nowhere near as good as some of her larger sisters. She entered service in 2002 and has the ability to carry around 2,000 guests as well as just under 900 crew. She weighs in at 77,000 tons and she has 15 decks. She is also a sun-class ship. She has some fantastic outside areas that really are optimised for the sun, but more on that later. Now, the very first thing that you will see when you board Oceana is her stunning atrium. The atrium really is the focal point of Oceana. This is where you have a captain's cocktail party, as well as things like dance lessons, and a theme for this ship is that it is very open plan and it gives it a lovely modern feel to the ship. Now I'm going to talk about the atrium in its entirety first to avoid confusion before moving to the other public areas and outside decks. Now, starting at the base of the atrium, you have deck 5. This features your reception area, which is manned 24 hours a day and the staff are always happy to speak to you, and then you have the explorers bar on the other side. This is also where you'll find your excursions area. Now, moving up a deck to deck 6, you have a huge range of shopping venues. These all sell a variety of different things, so you have the opportunity to buy a range of clothes items, which tend to be all British brands, as well as things like jewellery and watches, and if you want souvenirs which are branded by P&O, there's also that option as well. On decks 5 and 6, there is also the main dining rooms, the Ligurian, which is freedom dining, and the Adriatic, which is club dining. If you are freedom dining, you will dine in the Ligurian and you will be able to dine at any time between 6 and 9. You can go on to any table size with any group of people that you would like. If you dine in the Adriatic restaurant, which is what we did, you are on club dining, which means that you dine at a set time, 6:30 for first sitting or 8:30 for second sitting. Going up to the promenade deck, you get the fantastic Tiffany's bar, and this is a lovely spot and a favourite of ours before dinner. The seating extends all the way around the atrium, so that is a lovely spot so you can get different views if you would like. Moving up to the top of the atrium on deck 8, you have the entire area dedicated to Café Jardin. Now, Café Jardin is a extra charge venue in the evening, but is free at breakfast and lunch, and makes a change to the main dining room or the buffet if you fancy it. The atrium is also dominated by 2 glass lifts which extend all the way from deck 5 to deck 8, and if you want to ascend or descend in style, this is definitely for you. Deck 7 is the main area for public spaces on board Oceana, and if you move from the atrium forward, you will encounter the Yacht and Compass. This is a lovely traditional pub style venue which has huge amounts of maritime memorabilia, which I really enjoyed, and is the site of things like quizzes during the day, or during evenings you may have singers or karaoke style performances going on. Moving further forward, you have the Footlights Theatre. The Footlights Theatre is a fantastic venue because it has very comfortable plush seats. There never seemed to be an issue for space, although there were only 2 walkways, so when you get up to leave the theatre there tended to be a bit of a queue, so just something to consider. A very nice touch was that between each seat you had a drinks tray which could fold out of your seat, which was very nice if you wanted to enjoy a cocktail with your show. Now, if we go in the opposite direction from the atrium, you will encounter a beautiful art gallery known as Whitehall Galleries. This has some gorgeous pieces of art. There is also a beautiful chandelier which will show the winner's bar as well as the casino, but I will touch on that later. There is also the club, Oceana's nightclub, and features a dance floor and upbeat music which will last throughout the night until late. Magnum's has a relaxed, formal atmosphere and is a brilliant way to drink a cocktail before or after dinner. Now, walking past Magnum's, you will encounter the photo gallery. The vast majority of photos are not printed and instead are stored electronically on these large touchscreens. If you have any questions about loyalty or sales, then these individuals are situated just next to the photo gallery. On the other side of the ship, there is a card room if you want to play a variety of board games or cards, and there is also a library. At the very back of the ship, there was the Starlight Lounge. This was another venue where you had the opportunity to see the headliners perform, as well as resident band Pulse or the orchestra perform. In some cases, the seating had become pushed quite close together. If people had already sat down and you wanted to move along, you had to kind of awkwardly squeeze past them, but it didn't impede the experience that much, and we still enjoyed a variety of shows here. Oceana also features a lovely wide promenade deck which extends all the way around the ship, and they often had things like shuffleboard or deck quoits going on during sea days, and it was a really popular area. Now, moving up to deck 8, besides the atrium area on deck 8, which also features Café Jardin, the vast majority of this deck is made up of cabins. However, moving towards the back of the ship from Café Jardin, you have the Winner's Sports Bar. This features a large number of screens, so if you want to watch the likes of sporting events, then this is a good place to go, and they also hold things like bingo and things like that. Conveniently located next to the Winner's Bar was the Monte Carlo Casino, and although I do not use casinos, I think that there was a wide variety of games available. So we will then jump to deck 12 because all the other decks consist exclusively of cabins. The Lido Deck has 2 of Oceana's main pools. The larger one is known as the Riviera Pool, whereas the Crystal Pool is situated higher up closer to the funnel. There is a number of hot tubs which are always well received. On this deck there is also a stage where you had people such as Pulse, the resident band, performing during the day, which gave a lovely relaxed feel to the pool area. Above the Riviera Bar there is also the Horizon Grill, which offers a variety of burgers, hot dogs, chicken wings and things like that, as well as some healthy extras such as salads or sandwiches if you fancy it and you don't want to go into the buffet and you want to stay by the pool. And then on deck 15 you also have the Pennant Bar, so there is no shortage of bars or food options around the pool on Oceana. If you move beyond the Midships Pool area, you will find a lovely padded seating area. As well as this, there is also a ice cream parlour known as Sundays. There are the kids clubs which are situated inside. They do also have their own little outdoor area which is covered, so if the kids want to enjoy themselves in the sunny weather, this is a good spot for them as well. There is also the spa, which feature a wide range of treatments, massages and things like that. Now, there is also a fully fitted gym at the back of the ship and offers beautiful views over the back of the ship. This will feature things like treadmills and bikes, free weights, rowing machines. There is also a nice secluded area where you have the Terrace Pool and bar. This is covered by a canopy. There is also a large number of hot tubs. Oceana's stern is also slightly tiered, so it means that at the back of the ship you have areas to sunbathe and you can look over that fantastic wake that I always go on about, which I really enjoy. You can visit the sports area. Now, this is literally situated within the funnel, which is such a quirky thing and I've never seen on a cruise ship before. If we go back to the Midships Pool area and go up to the next deck, we find our way onto deck 14. There is even more deck space on this level, and there is a series of windbreaks going along the ship to make sure that the wind doesn't carry its way through. Moving to the front of the ship on deck 14, you encounter the Plaza Buffet. You do get fantastic views here, and the buffet will serve breakfast, lunch, afternoon tea and dinner and late night snacks around midnight. The food was a good quality and there was certainly plenty of it, and I didn't really struggle to get any seats in this area even during peak times. Half of the plaza in the evening does get converted into the Beach House, which is a extra charge specialty restaurant, and this will feature food which is marketed as being fun and informal, and you get good portion sizes of food ranging from the likes of chicken wings and nachos, huge swinging kebabs consisting of either meat or seafood, as well as things like banoffee pie and chocolate cake. As you leave the Plaza Buffet and you go up another deck, you will encounter yet more sunbeds, a slightly raised area near the mast of the ship, which featured a little splash pool. If you keep going forward from this area, you will find yourself at the very front of the ship on a form of observation deck, which, as you can guess, could also have more sunbeds on. However, these weren't made available, probably due to the fact it was quite windy in this area. However, the views here are absolutely stunning. So, that is my ship tour on P&O Oceana, and I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you have any further questions, please comment below and I'll do my best to answer them. And if you want to know more about Cruising with Matthew, then take a look at some of my other social media sites, including Twitter, Facebook and Instagram, as well as my Facebook group. All the links are below, and I post daily in every single one of them, so I'd love to see you there. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so, because it is always appreciated. So until next time, this is Cruising with Matthew, and thank you so much for watching.